What's up everyone, and welcome to Wolfie Comic Reviews, where I take a look at the newest IDW outings of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, dramatically read it back to you, then give it a review and a score. Today's issue is number 65, featuring Knuckles and some returning faces, both good and bad. Did you know if you hit the like button, the number goes up? If you're new here, subscribe for more videos like this one. Without further ado, let's get right into this. Enjoy! Alright, test 1, 2. Sega! Here we go. The Babylon Rouges? I knew I saw something fly overhead. Marble Garden, Angel Island.
Oh great! Storm, sick 'em!
With pleasure, boss.
Despite Knuckles getting a good punch on Storm, the Albatross manages to get a good counterattack, slamming Knuckles into a nearby wall. Nice form.
Tuh, he ain't so tough.
It wasn't hard to catch up to them on the way down, and I nearly had them, but I can't glide as fast as their extreme gear flies. They got away. Chaotix Detective Agency, Seaside City. I have no idea how to track them down, so I'm gonna need your help. I like that story, super exciting. How did they even know about those relics?
The Babylon Rouges are professional thieves and specialize in ancient artifacts. Your island is full of stuff like that. It only makes sense they try to rob you.
Why not anything else? There's more precious treasures on Angel Island. Perhaps they thought those relics would be less guarded. Or perhaps they have a buyer with specific taste. I'll call Amy and get her help too. You said she brought you the one relic, so I'm sure she'll also want to help get it back.
No! We can't tell Amy!
Is maintaining your warrior's pride that important?
Yes. Enough chit-chat. You know our motto, boys. We never turn down work that pays. So let's close this case in record time.
Egg Base Delta.
Let him have it, boys. We'll get his attention in no time.
Yeah, give up the good, you bad guys.
While Knuckles and the Chaotix are destroying the badniks at Eggman's base, it's only a matter of time before he shows up.
What are you barbarians doing? You've already ruined all my recent plans. I haven't had time to start up a new scheme. What more do you want?
I want my relics back.
What are you talking about?
You can't trick me, Eggman. Vector figured out you hired the Babylon Rouges to steal them back.
Out of all these buffoons, I thought you were supposed to be the smart one. Look, I'm on a tight deadline here, and you're usually at fault, so... I take whatever I want, when I want. I don't personally keep track of every little thing I procure in my conquest. I have my robots catalog and manage it all.
The one relic was found in the Eggperial City. I know you took it.
Fine, but why would I make the effort to hire the Babylon Rouges when I would just send one of my own robots? Did this relic have any special value? Any arcane or mystic powers?
It, had historic and sentimental value?
Oh, for the love of... I don't know about it. I don't care about it. Now get out, you morons!
Okay, so we made a mistake, but I'm strong enough to admit it. Back in Seaside City.
What an embarrassment!
I'll say, but what's done is done. Now focus. Who took my stuff?
The list of suspects is short. Maybe Clutch is looking to sell them off?
Clutch? Who's that?
A criminal and a con man. Me and the boys managed to ruin his fun in Central City.
See Sonic the Hedgehog number 48.
But we lost his trail, and we haven't heard a peep about him since. If he did switch from peddling egg tech to illegal artifacts, he's kept it on the down low. I wouldn't know where to start looking for him.
Why does everything have to be so complicated? We should be able to find the bad guys, smash them, and be done with it. We got a lead! We got a lead! We've learned where the Babylon Rouges will be making their handoff of the goods.
I told you to quit surprising me like that.
I told you to turn down your headphones and mind your surroundings. I heard some sketchy looking guys gossiping. I pointed it out to Espio. Yes, it was all very convenient. It's the only lead we have. I'm gonna follow it. Soon.
Ugh, where is this guy? I want to get moving already.
And I want to enjoy a peaceful evening. Can one of us get what they want?
Come on, Stevie. Let's go rob the market. Nah, Nigel. I robbed it yesterday.
Quit messing with the relic, Storm.
Sorry, boss.
Huh. Showing a little bit of cultural sensitivity?
Huh? I just don't want them busted into value before we can sell them off. If they were Babylonian, it'd be a different story. I wouldn't want to bust up our ancestors' stuff.
There they are.
On my mark, we take them down. 3, 2, 1. To be continued. Back at the Vanilla residence.
This is gonna be the best dinner party ever. I do think we've outdone ourselves. Chocola, no! You know we have to wait until Mr. Vector, Mr. Espio, and Charmy get here. Don't worry, Chocola. They'll be here any minute. Oh no! What's wrong? We've run out of butter. I could have sworn there was at least another stick left. What a headache. I can't finish the sauce without it.
I will procure more. How many pounds do you require?
Thank you, but that won't be necessary. I'll just start out to get some. Won't be a minute. Please keep an eye on the stove, Cream, and don't forget about the roast. Yes, Mother.
Finally, that old lady's gone. And that means nobody's home. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Hold on, we gotta do this right, bro. Ahem. Times have been tough. We've faltered, we've stumbled. But we're back, and this town will fear Rough and Tumble.
Alright, Cheese, I have to do this right and show Mother that she can trust me with important jobs. I won't let anything burn or drop a dish, or forget anything. It has to be perfect.
While perfection is an unrealistic goal, I have observed your performance throughout many adventures. You have already proven that you are worthy of responsibility assigned to you. Therefore, based on my analysis, you have got this.
You're right. While I take care of the food, can you set the table in the dining room, please?
Affirmative. They will be arranged with mathematical precision. Heh, not even locked. What a bunch of rubes. It's like they want to get robbed. This might be too easy. What is that? Some kind of robot butler? Doesn't look too tough to me. Think we could take him?
Is everything alright, General? I'll just take a peek to make sure everything is fine. But what if something burns? Chocola! Could you check on General, please? I think something's wrong.
When Chocola checks into the dining area, he sees the fight ensuing. This'll fix ya! Get ready for Stink Bomber attack! I predict that you are preparing to implement an odor-based technique. While this will have no effect on my operation, I will show no mercy if you ruin the carpet.
Darting back inside, Chocola tells Cream about what's happening inside the dining room.
There's somebody else here? Just our luck. Let's grab him! A hostage will get this crazy bot off our backs. Do not touch her. There you are. Do not! Out of our way, butler bot! Next time, can the Chaotix make it to dinner on time? And will they want to?
Alright, we got ourselves another two-part story, huh? Cool, cool. I'm actually down to clown with these double features that seem to tie two stories together. Plus, it's great to get some stories that aren't fully centered around Sonic. Like, I love him, you love him, and he's the main character of the story, but come on. It's been nearly 40-something issues since Knuckles has had anything to do, and I've always wondered what the Restoration was up to while Sonic was out fighting Eggman. Thankfully, these last few issues have given me something that I've always wanted. Now, our first story in this comic revolves around Knuckles and the Chaotix. Kinda funny considering the recent Tales tube that just released right before this issue dropped. Sega, are you trying to drop hints, or is this all just strange coincidence? Regardless, the issue opens with Knuckles in the midst of trying to stop those pesky extreme skate burbs, the Babylon Rouges, from taking the artifacts he had just gotten from Amy in the last issue. Damn, Jet, you couldn't let the man just have his damn piece for even one issue before he decided to steal it? No wonder Knuckles is so damn pissed while he's chasing them down. Look at this face. That's the face of someone who is done with it. Unfortunately for him, rage isn't enough to catch the Rogues, as their boards prove to be too fast for him to catch. And thus we fast forward to the present, where he's explaining the whole situation to the Chaotix, who are more than happy to help him take on the case of his missing artifact. We also get a funny little look into how Knuckles works here. When Charmy mentions calling Amy to help them, Knuckles immediately shuts him down. Seems he's got a bit of that Vegeta warrior pride and doesn't want Amy to know he lost it. Yeah, they've got an older sibling-like relationship for sure. And speaking of relationships, dinner at Vanilla's? Oh, Vector, you sly dog. He's even got that event circled 5 times. You know it's important when he puts that much emphasis on it. So with the Chaotix agreeing to help Knuckles hunt down his stolen artifact, they take off to one of Eggman's bases to hopefully get some answers from the man himself. And after attacking the Badniks there, just like clockwork, Eggman shows up in the same drone he used in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Hey, Shadow! The black creatures have infiltrated my castle!
After a series of funny exchanges, Eggman reveals that he had nothing to do with the Babylon Rouges stealing from Knuckles' island, and tells them to get out. What makes this really funny is that Eggman doesn't really seem all that upset by the attack on his base. He's more irritated by the fact that it was unwarranted. Like if he had been doing something, then he'd be like, yeah, okay. But because he hadn't done anything yet, he's mad they're even there. It really feels like the relationship Finn had with Ice King in Adventure Time, where they kind of treat each other as minor inconveniences rather than actual threats.
You're grounded for 2 weeks! You're grounded for 2 weeks!
And what's more funny is Eggman actually calls Vector out on his assumption that he was the one that stole it, saying that he was supposed to be the smart one. Yeah, that's real embarrassing. So with no further leads, our heroes return back home dejected with their tail between their legs. Now back to square one, Vector and Knuckles begin talking through the possible suspects, until Clutch is brought up, who, let's be real, is more than likely the culprit. I do like that Knuckles has to be told who most of these people are. He really is the odd one out of the huge group of Sonic friends. He doesn't get out much, so every time he shows up in a story, he has to be caught up to the current events and who is who. Not too long after, Espio and Charmy return, stating that they have a new lead and that the Babylon Rouges will be doing an exchange down at the pier, which even Espio states is rather convenient. Perhaps our boys might be headed into a trap? Once they arrive at the pier, they see the Rouges doing what they do best, bugging the ever-loving shit out of one another. Another fun fact, Jet does seem to respect ancient cultural artifacts, but only ones from the ancient Babylons. Which is funny to think that he's here to sell off another culture's possession, and yet treasures his own. And with that, the story ends with Knuckles and the Chaotix ready to jump some fools. We'll find out how this goes next issue.
But wait! There's more!
Not gonna lie, I really like seeing Knuckles and the Chaotix work together. The only thing that's missing here is Mighty. Mighty, where you at? But hey, if that recent Tails tube is anything to go by, we might be seeing him sometime soon. I can't be the only one excited for the potential return of Knuckles and the Chaotix. I can't be. And now onto our second story. This one is, ironically enough, starring the most wholesome and pure family in the whole Sonic mythos. That's right, the Deadly Six. This story stars Vanilla, Cream, Gemerald, and the Chows as they make delicious food for that dinner that was mentioned earlier in the previous story with Vector. At first, everything seems to be going swimmingly, despite Chocola eating everything. Oh, he's one of those helpers in the kitchen, huh? Nah, sorry Chocola, in my kitchen you'd be getting the wooden spoon for that. Regardless, Vanilla realizes that they are out of butter and heads off to the store? To get some more. Leaving in the most elaborate way possible. Like, damn girl, no one is watching, you don't have to try so hard. Vanilla is confirmed a Disney princess. While she does this, she leaves Cream to watch over the food. And I know what you're all thinking. Wow, she really left her 6-year-old daughter alone in the house? Need I remind you, she is potentially the most dangerous and powerful creature in the Sonic universe of cheese. That, and she's also living with a weapon. Should anyone be stupid enough to try anything, they're probably gonna get worked. Oh, and speaking of stupid, it appears our two skunk boys, Rough and Tumble, have rolled up in the scene to rob the place. I'll be 100% real with you guys, I'm still not sure how I feel about Rough and Tumble. I mean, they're cool, it's nice to have some thugs that show up every now and then and mess things up, but they haven't really done anything worthy yet. But I guess we'll see how they play out with Clutch now that he seems to have hired them. Unfortunately for them, Gemerald is the first thing they run into, and a fight ensues. Despite Gemerald's best efforts to keep the two from interfering with dinner, they find Cream and try to take her hostage. Oh no.
Hey, how are you? I'm good, good. Why don't you have a seat right on that stool, please?
But even that doesn't go well because they manage to startle her and cause a fire in the kitchen. Those just ruined dinner. Can it be salvaged? Will the Chaotix make it there in time? And what about Vanilla's Disney career? Find out next issue. Yeah, I'm gonna say the reason Gemerald didn't outright wipe Rough and Tumble out in a matter of seconds was because he was trying not to break anything. Dude is super strong, if a bit nerfed in the IDW books. But ain't no way he's losing to the Skunk Brothers. I kinda wish he could get a few W's though. I don't think he's won many of the fights he's had in these books. Though losing to Metal Sonic does make sense. Overall, both of these stories run side by side, so I'll give them both 8.9 out of 10. I swear, if they ruin dinner, heads are gonna roll. What the heck were they gonna steal from Vanilla anyway? Makes me wonder. So let me know your thoughts, smash the like button for the engagement and algorithm, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. This video is brought to you by my patrons: Green, Brenda Ajimu, Pokedexes, Shadow, Himpuiji, LF222, Joey Salad 1206, Kaylin Meyer, Maverick, Marcy Martin, The Marble Gardener, Dacia Doodles, Shy, Nazare Beauregard, Max Muller, Hawkin125, No Name, Kiera, AWOLs, Twitter1, I'm Not Here, Julia Bonavita, Jeffrey Dahl, Jack Thorne, Seiko, Anthony Sampson, Dennis Taylor, Gail Coon, Jack Rigg, Milza Hodinu, Little Rara, Black Flash 09, Shadow Soul, The Zeta Blade, Leon, Sarah McMinamy, The Zerai, Ruckus 3K, Chris, Gabriel, Peta. Thanks as always, guys, for your continued support. You're my heroes.